Greetings, people of the internet. I am ArtKing3000, here to show you my Marvel Legends collection. This is actually a collab with my fellow YouTuber, Zubbie. As of recording this collab does not have an official title, so I'm just going to call it the Zub Club. I just like that title the most. So, let's get started. Let's start off with my first... First, I want to address that my Marvel Legend, I'm going to show both custom and official figures of Marvel Legends. So, let's start off with Dark Arts, I mean. This is supposed to be like a My Little Pony and Marvel crossover fan character. Basically, he has a similar origin story to the anti-Venom, but throw Twilight Sparkle into the mix with some healing magic or something. The reason he doesn't have hands is because the hands I used for this custom had a bad reaction to the paint, so it became all sticky. So I just cut them off. I'll probably fix them up eventually in the future. Next up, we have Ghost Rider. I got this one for Christmas a couple years ago, although I did customize him to hold an actual chain around his body instead of that fake plastic one that he originally came with. In addition to that, I also customized a Hell Cycle for him. I saw preview images of the official Hell Cycle, but I wasn't a big fan of that one, so I just decided to make my own, and this one just looks much cooler. I'm gonna try to display them on it, just so you can see how awesome it is. There, close enough. Next, we have Jessica Jones. Whenever I like a show or a character from said show, I have to go buy an action figure. Or make an action figure of said character. And here's Jessica Jones. Next, we have Old Man Logan, or Logan. I tried customizing this Old Man Logan figure to look more like Hugh Jackman from the movie Logan. Arguably, probably the best superhero movie ever. I like how it came out, but I saw on YouTube someone also made a Logan from the movie Custom, which puts my custom to shame, unfortunately. But I still like mine. Okay, what's next? Captain America. This one is a mod. I switched out the belt and gave him this strap from the Punisher figure, and I just repainted almost the whole thing. Next is, I forget which Iron Man this is, but it's Iron Man. From the Spiderman and Iron Man 2-pack from the Homecoming series. Here is Lady Thor. The reason I got this figure was because she just has a really cool design, and I just wanted her in my collection. This is not the original cape. This is a custom cape, which I got the idea from Zubbie's cape making tutorial. Thank you very much, Zubbie. Next is Niko. I believe that's her name. Again, the reason I bought her is because of her design. The reason I bought this figure was because of her design. know next to nothing about this character, but look at her. She's just cool looking. Next, we have Doctor Strange. From the movie, because that movie was pretty cool. Again, custom cape. Thank you, Zubbie. Up next, one of my personal favorite Marvel legends, the Merc with the Mouth himself, Deadpool. Hello. Here's a 3-pack. 3 baby Groots. Super cute. And here is Adult Groot. I hope Hasbro makes a teen Groot because that was a pretty funny after credits scene. This is not the Build-A-Figure. This is the Toys R Us exclusive. Thank you, Hasbro. Here's Rocket. I don't have the first one, but I do have the second one, and good thing I didn't buy the first one because this one is just a superior figure. Okay. Next is Drax from the original movie. Not much to say. Next is Starlord from the Volume 2 wave. Again, nothing much to say. Here's another custom. Here is Sunset Shimmer, Marvel Legends. This started out as a Jessica Jones figure, but the head and hands came from a Kitty Pryde, and the necklace, her magic geode, I made myself. This is sort of like an original concept outfit for Sunset. Next is another custom. Here is Mary Jane Watson. Not sure if this counts as a Marvel Legend because I actually use a Star Wars Black Series figure. I cannot pronounce her name. She's the main character from Rogue One. Mary Jane Watson. Okay, now we're getting into the fun stuff, the bad guys. Here is Baron Zemo. He's probably one of the first Marvel Legends I ever gotten. Again, actually, the clips. I've been watching a clip from one of the Avengers TV shows, and Baron Zemo just looked like seemed like a cool character, so I just had to get an action figure of him. Next up, we have Taskmaster. The eyes were a little bit mispainted, and so I just colored in the entire eyes black. I was going to do that anyway, even if the eyes weren't mispainted. I think it makes them look more cool. Next, one of my favorite villains in the Marvel Universe, Venom. Is the Vulture from the Spider-Man Homecoming wave. I wasn't a big fan of Vulture from before Spider-Man Homecoming, but after watching that movie, I just had to get him. I did not decide to buy the entire wave, so I decided to make some new wings for him, although the wings I made for him are kind of hit and miss, so I don't know, I may have to start over with the wings, but Vulture. Next up is Ultron. I got this one at either my first or second Comic-Con, I don't remember. The articulation is not great on this figure, but he's still a pretty cool figure. Okay. Next up, another of my favorite villains, the Green Goblin. This is also a custom. This is obviously inspired by the original trilogy Green Goblin. He mostly uses a Beetle, Ultimate Universe Beetle figure, with the hands from a Superior Spider-Man and the head from the Hobgoblin Build-A-Figure. I was going to save it for a Krampus custom, but I decided to use it for the Green Goblin. I've also made a glider for this Goblin. Here it is. Although I still haven't figured out a way, but I still haven't installed a way for him to attach to the glider. But here he is with it. I'm still considering magnets, but I'm not entirely sure anymore. Next up, we have Loki. Another custom, although it's just mostly a repaint of the Loki figure from the Thor Ragnarok wave. With a, like I said, it's mostly a repaint with a new custom cape. Again, Zubbie, thank you. I just repainted him in his classic green color. Okay, last but certainly not least, the Spider-Man Marvel Legends. Ladies first, we have Mayday Parker Spider-Girl. I also got this one for Christmas a few years back, and it's, again, another one of my favorite Legends figures I own. Next up, we have a custom, and it's me. Yeah, this is how I imagine myself in the Marvel Universe, as another Spider-Man themed superhero with this is what I would look like in the Marvel Universe with spider powers and the blue, black, and white spider suit. This is actually a redesign costume because the original costume had the same color scheme but a slightly different look, and this design is actually kind of more inspired by the Homecoming Spider-Man. Let's see. Next up, we have the Black Suit Spider-Man. I've heard about this this Marvel Legend breaking on some people, but it hasn't happened to me yet. Thank God. Although, if you do have one of these and you're posing it around, I would still have some precaution about moving it because these joints are pretty stiff. Next up, we have the Amazing Spider-Man 2 Spider-Man. I got this one at the last Comic-Con I was at, and it was my one of my favorite Spider-Man figures I owned. Was is the key term there. Next up, we have another custom, the Tom Holland Symbiote Spider-Man. This is how I imagine the symbiote would look. The symbiote infected Spider-Man in the MCU. I tried my best to cover all the webbing patterns on the figure, and we sculpted the eyes, the back of the hands, and just repainted the whole thing in flat black and gloss black and white. Pretty cool, huh? And last, but certainly not least, possibly my favorite Marvel Legends figure in my entire collection, the Homecoming Spider-Man. This is just my favorite. This is just my favorite Marvel Legends figure I own. Just the paint, the sculpt, articulation, everything. This figure is just plain awesome. Bask in his glory. And that is about it. Thank you all for watching. If you like this video and my collection and my customs, please like, comment, share, and subscribe if you wish to see more content from me. And be sure to check out Zubbie's channel. I'll put a link to her channel in the description below. Again, thank you all for watching.